everybody, welcome back to the Craft Beer Hub. I've got another beer review for you, and it's a beer that I'm really excited for. Paul's Beer Reviews says that this beer is one of the best in the world. He knows his stuff. He's reviewed probably a couple of thousand beers on YouTube now, and you twin that kind of accolade, or that kind of opinion, with a brewer like Sierra Nevada, who are consistently unbelievable. It makes me excited. I got this beer from Malta. I've got it from a bottle shop. It was around about £2.80 or something. It was mental. Expect to pay a little bit more in the UK, probably more like your low £3, £3.50, something like that, through the Cascade Club. If you want to get hold of this beer in the UK, the best place you're gonna, or the biggest chance you've got of getting one, is through the Cascade Club, which is Sierra Nevada's British sort of selling site, if you like. You can pay in pounds. They ship it all. It's all done in pounds, and it's all really easy, and it's quite quick actually. Right. Sierra Nevada beers are genuinely incredible. I've had a very big wide range of Sierra Nevada beers now, from sort of big stouts, big deep sort of barrel aged narwhal, I think it was, up to some really sort of light, some light coloured, lightly hopped pale ales at about 4%. So I've kind of had everything, or a lot, not everything because they brew too many beers, but I've done a lot in between. Generally speaking, they're obviously out in Chico in California. A lot of their stuff is West Coast influence. A lot of their stuff is citrusy, it's piney, and I expect this to be the same. One of the best core range beers and one of the best beers you're ever going to lay your hands on if you walk into nearly any supermarket in the UK is the Sierra Nevada Pale Ale. It's about, I think it's 5.1, 5.3%, 5.5%, something like that. It's quite pokey for a pale ale. And I'm kind of expecting those sort of tastes, those sort of citrus, those pine notes in this, but bigger. That's kind of what I'm expecting. A good beer deserves what some people to believe a good glass. So I've got my beer, I've got my beer show-offs glass, my Teku, my Stem Teku. This is a 355 can, 12 fluid ounces, and it's just got classic Sierra Nevada vibes. The Sierra Nevada mountain there. It's quite funny because I think there's Sierra Nevada mountains in the US and in down in Spain, but I believe that'll be the US version, won't it? The Sierra Nevada are sandwiched right between the mountains and the sea. Must be an amazing place. It must just, if you live there and work at Sierra Nevada, you're just winning at life, I think. Let's get this can open then. Enough sort of swooning over Sierra Nevada. Boom. Lovely smoky can opening. Let's get her in this glass, see what we get. It's gonna be hazy. Or is it? Yeah. I'm hoping for haze. I'm hoping for West Coast. I'm hoping for a beer that is unrelenting. A beer that's big in those West Coast flavours. And I'm hoping that I wish I bought more. There we go. What have we got then? Well, we've got an absolutely beautiful semi-hazy, getting on for copper coloured beer, between straw and copper coloured. Little 2-finger off-white head. Let's get our noses in. Yeah. Lemon, orange, grapefruit. Slightly piney. There's lovely sweet lemon in there. Sort of more like candied lemon. I think I've got some bubbles in my nose. But it smells like the big beer that I want it to be. Let's go in. Cheers, everybody. Wow. Wow. Oh my God. I'll tell you what, I wasn't expecting this. You get a lovely sweet sort of caramel, biscuity, sort of savoury, slightly sweet, slightly savoury, malty note to start. And you think it's all pleasurable. Well, it is pleasurable. All of it's pleasurable. And then the hop flavours are right behind it. The grapefruit is in there. It's like bitter orange. Almost, yeah, it's almost sort of sun-dried orange. You sometimes get as a garnish in your gin, if you've ever eaten that, because I'm a nerd and I eat all my I eat my fruit out of my drinks if I ever have a fruit and drink. Grapefruit, orange. As you move towards the back of the beer, those flavours start to settle. That sweet lemon and that lime comes in, and then there is this long-lasting piney bitterness piney taste in the mouth with a real drying bitterness, and it is drying, and it just gets drier and drier and drier. It's still getting drier. And now it's fading away, but it's fading away slowly. And you're just ready to go in for another one. That is absolutely everything I wanted it to be. Everything. It's got such a surprisingly sweet start that you're just not expecting, and you're kind of wondering how that's going to balance, because you're kind of thinking you need some bitterness in this beer, and the bitterness takes a while to get going, but once it builds, it just keeps going, and it keeps going, and it keeps going. I was going to say it's such an aggressive beer. I don't think it is, actually. I think it's actually got some. I think it's actually quite delicate. But it's a real Jekyll and Hyde beer. It's got that lovely sweetness that lures you in. It kind of charms you a little bit. And then you get the hop flavours, and it's lovely. It's sort of, like I say, the candied lemon. There is bitter orange. There is grapefruit that goes to candied lemon and lime and citrus. And you kind of think, oh, that was nice. And then all of a sudden it goes, come here, you. And it whacks you with some bitterness. And that drying, piney finish is just telltale Sierra Nevada. Nearly every one of the obviously not the stouts, and not the light pales, but a lot of their kind of darker pales and their IPAs, obviously it's West Coast hops, are going to have that kind of a West Coast style, with West Coast hops. And it just reminds you that you're drinking a Sierra Nevada beer. And those flavours work so well with the subtle carbonation. It's actually sort of medium bodied, this beer. It's got a bit of bite to the mouthfeel. Oh, there's a lovely honey note as well. So now there's almost like a honey note towards the end before the bitterness comes with that lemon and lime. Wow. I wish I had another can of this. I was kind of hoping it would make me think that, and it is. Oh my god. It's just such a lovely balance between the malt and the hops. West Coasts are normally... This is called an extra IPA. It's not defined as a West Coast IPA, but it's definitely West Coast. It leans towards the West Coast style. And West Coasts... You do kind of get a bit of sweetness at the start of a West Coast, but this has got so much more. It kind of is an extra IPA. You get extra malt, extra malty breadiness. You get the sweetness of the malt. You get that extra caramel note, and then you go into the hops. You get extra hop flavors. It's really, really hoppy. And then at the end, you get that extra pininess, that extra bitterness. It is an extra IPA, I suppose. Let's have a look at the can then, see if we can find out anything. I don't think Sierra Nevada put too much on their beers. It's 7.2%, if I didn't mention that already. A government warning. Don't drink when you're pregnant and all that. Sierra Nevada Brewing Company, Chico in California. It's just a really, really good, simple... When I say simple, I don't mean it's basic. It's just a beer that's done the simple things amazingly well, and that's produced a stunning, stunning IPA. Just can't fault it. I cannot fault it. That is a 5 out of 5. I can't fault it. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching, guys. Get in the comments, let me know if you've ever had this. Paul's Beer Reviews, or Paul, I'm with you, mate. This is one of the best beers. It's one of the best IPAs I've ever had. There's no doubt about it. And I wish I bought more. Guys, thank you very much. Get in the comments if you've ever had this and let me know what you think. Like, subscribe if you'd be so kind. I will see you on the next one. Cheers.